It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 44. It's the Colts and the Saints, and it's all up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And a good start out of the gate. 2 games played, teams at 1-1, and he's played about as well as you expect a rookie quarterback to play. But what's been emphasized on the team and by the head coach, everyone else, raise your level around him and help this young man along.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 14. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete. The Colts are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Olave motioning to the left. Here's Fields.
Johnson's got it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
Juju Brents comes up for the stop. 2nd down and 8.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. This drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Fields. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Fields now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. We have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it stays up. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Pittman on the end around.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Patterson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they run with Hill. Bulldozes past him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Finding Ertz again. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A dump off now to Hill. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again.
And going right back to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Fields.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8. A final shot before the break. Fields
to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our trip around the NFL at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tennessee taking on their closest rivals distance-wise in Atlanta. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Jalen Hyatt, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Second half begins with a run by Pollard.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Oh, nice move. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty?
That penalty
when you
is
picked up the
declined.
first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
Now it's Fields.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
To throw is Fields.
Being chased out left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Fields now to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And down inside the 15 it goes. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Fields. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing again is Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during these games? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fields trying to throw for it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Isaiah Foskey
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Fields.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
They'll look to throw here.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields drops this underneath for Pollard.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. In motion, the tight end. From just shy of midfield.
Fields.
Over the middle here to Brown. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Shifts by him. Down to about the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Out of the gun. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
This will be caught by Brown. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Fields.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Again, Kamara. And this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And the Colts coming out now. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Fields. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
To throw is Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game
carry it with them from week to week and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now back to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Saints, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.